Hello everyone, and welcome to my series of 3 short videos on how to give yourself the best chance of getting a job. This, video number 1, will explain how to get your CV or resume into shape to really stand out. The second video will talk to you about how to write an engaging cover letter, and the third and final video will provide some top tips for being interviewed. This is video 1. And if you want me to look over or help you to create your CV or cover letter, you can head over to my Fiverr page where I can help you. The link is in the video description below. Let's jump into it. Often the first thing an employer is going to see when making a judgment on whether or not to employ you is your CV or resume, so it needs to have impact. Top of the page, don't forget to have your name and contact details. That should be a given, but don't forget it. Your CV will need to contain your skills, achievements, and experience in a well-structured way. Then it needs to seamlessly link to what the employer is looking for. This video is going to cover both. Now, some potential employers will start the process by scanning your CV or resume through technology called an ATS, or Applicant Tracking System. This is used to streamline the number of CVs or resume that they actually physically read. What this does is it searches your CV for keywords that matches the job description, and they filter out the ones that don't make the grade. That's right, if your CV or resume isn't quite right, a human might not even read it before you get rejected. So to prevent this, make sure you've read the job description thoroughly and that you've noted the key competencies, then you can then play them back in your CV. What I typically do is start my CV with 5 or 6 of these under the heading Key Competencies, ideally matching the job description exactly. Now remember, the only purpose of this document is for you to get an interview for the job that you want. So be bold. If it isn't a lie and you can point to something in your experience that can justify a competency, get it in there. That's the first thing that you need to think about. Once you've done that, I'd suggest a short introductory paragraph or 2 about yourself. Make sure that you stand out. In my own CV, I've got a short personal statement that's headed up, "What makes me different and where I can help you." Now this is very different from "About me." It's subtle, but when you're in the mindset of thinking "about me," you're simply telling an employer about yourself. But if your heading is "Where I can help you," the reader starts to see how you'll fit in their organisation. They're employing you because you can help them. So tell them how you're going to do that. Now, when doing this, tailor your introduction based on the job that you're going for. I really focus on how I'm going to make their life better by hiring me, by providing examples of things that I've done that are going to make a difference. For example, don't tell me that you captained your college hockey team. Tell me how you know what it's like to lead a team through difficult challenges and support people to achieve more. This will make you stand out. Once you've got your competencies and your statement figured out, you need to document your employment history. To do this, give the employer a job title, start and finish date, and the roles that you've had in the past. Then write a short statement about your responsibilities, accomplishments, and skills that were associated with the job. Keep sentences short, easy to read, and think about every word that you're writing adding value. You're then going to have to add in some information about your education, whether that's college, university, or school. You'd have where you attended, when you attended, and what grades you achieved. You can then finish your CV or resume with a few hobbies and interests, and these give the reader a little bit of insight into your personality. Finally, let me share with you a few things that turn me off as an employer when I'm searching for candidates. The first is when people make statements about themselves without proof. For example, "I'm a conscientious, hard-working individual." Okay, great, I'm sure you are, but anyone can write that, and I've got no way of knowing if you're better or worse than the next person. It's a nothing statement. Now, I'm an accountant, and accountants who say that they're analytical with attention to detail is astonishing. The fact that you're an accountant already tells me that. The people who stand out are those that can add something more. In my accounting example, you might say, As an accountant, I'm exceptionally strong in numeracy, strategy, governance and risk. But where I really shine is communicating these difficult areas with others. I'm regularly required not just to update papers to the board that everyone can understand, but also train new employees in complex accounting matters. Massively different. The second thing that I think people fall down on is that they recount their previous work experience without telling me why it's relevant or makes them special. Great, tell me what your role was, but then tell me how you made a difference. If you have a specific big win or feedback, then tell me, I want to know. Really spend time thinking about this. And that's it. That's my video on how to write a CV or resume. Subscribe to my channel to find the second video in the series in which I'll be covering writing a cover letter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.